Okay, here we go again. I think
It's not live, my love.
it is. It is. Let's see. Live. And there it is. And we are here. There it is. It's all working. Okay, loves. So, just this is how things sometimes going. They are unexpected technical issues, and we are just dealing with it. So, crystal clear clarity about your purpose work is something that is going to bring you so much more impact. It's going to bring you so much more income that obviously your purpose work, your business requires. It's going to bring you so much more joy and alignment with who you are and what did you came here to do and be on this specific chapter of your journey. And I wanted to talk to you about it and support you in creating more of that crystal clear clarity for yourself, because this is where we need to start. Majority of people are just going and just kind of putting things out there without even knowing that in a big way the ego is in charge. The ego doesn't want to be defined, the ego doesn't want to be shrinked, the ego doesn't want to be on the side, and they have very little clarity and extremely broad definition that says what they are doing. The more specific you can actually be about your soul mission, about your specific purpose work on this chapter of your journey, the better. Could it be broad and simultaneously bring phenomenal boom stuff? Yes. Yet if this is your beginning of stepping into that, whether you are still doing your 9 to 5 work and you build that on your weekends and on the side, or whether you already step into your purpose work. Hello. Let me know who is here with me. If you already stepped into your purpose work and you desire to expand on it, you desire to create bigger impact, you desire more people to know about the magnificence you are bringing into the world, you desire to actually experience more income flowing and circulating through your business, through your soul mission. You desire simultaneously to create more joy. That's why we need that crystal clear clarity. As I started earlier, let me just bring that clarity here. My name is Eliza Mozal. I am an energy mastery mentor, and I support other purpose-driven women in creating bigger impact, income, and joy in their life and in their purpose-driven soul mission, in their business, in their life, in stepping into that business into a whole another level. And I do that through nervous system regulation, through energy work and energy mastery, emotional intelligence, soul clearing exercises. We're doing that through shadow work, and we're doing that through the mentorship on a whole another level, where we're both stepping into a next level of self-leadership, what we're getting together as wholenesses. What am I doing in my soul mission? My soul mission, this soul mission movement is an activation home base for someone like you, for someone who is in her purpose work and stepping deeper and bigger into it, and is having a home base where you get to connect with other women with a specific frequency, the frequency that I'm bringing here, so you can feel supported while you are supporting other people, so you can feel activated while simultaneously you are activating other people, while you are feeling safe and secure to go big and bold because your environment is doing nothing like you or me or us in this movement, so you don't feel like you are alone, because you are not. You just need to find your people, and this is your people. Let me know in the comments what is the crystal clear clarity you have right now about your mission. Okay, what is your mission? And I'm gonna give you a few examples, because people, I'm gonna ask you actually, if you struggle in any shape and form to specifically describe your purpose work, your purpose mission, is to go through some few ego deaths and allow yourself to become as clear and as narrow in it for the time being, if this is your beginning, as this is possible. And that's required because people need to know, what are you doing? What are you taking them from to? What is that soul mission? And you've got to also simultaneously have that giant vision. So soul mission movement is an activation home base right now to support you and other like-minded, purpose-driven women in expanding and growing in the impact, income, and joy we are creating through what we are doing, that we have been called on a soul level to do. Now, the big vision that I have is that I want children born right now to be born and raised in consciousness, not in words from the books, you should be this, you should be that, but in consciousness, it is safe for me to be me. Consciousness I've soaked up from my parents, from my community. It isn't just the child is brought by one person, they have no one to count on. Whole community. I want children to be born in communities where they can rely on multiple amount of people for growth, expansion, and learning to love themselves as they are, more in comparison to previous generations. I want these children that they are born right now going forward to be brought up in consciousness. The more I am expressing my soul essence, the more I am paid in abundance for being me. The more fun I have, the more money I make. The more I love myself, the more goodness that brings into the whole wide world. The more I let go of the past and the old and process what was and create something new and high frequency from it, the more goodness that impacts the whole wide world. This is what I want for the children. This is the big vision that I'm talking about. Yes, that sounds great. To assist in changing people's way of being, to align with the timeline of their heart's desires. Exactly. So their hearts is beating in that timeline of their heart's desires. Now, how phenomenal is that? Thank you for sharing. The moment you are operating from your heart frequency, coherent heart frequency, which is also the frequency of your desire, which is your soul whispering to you, this is what you came here to create. Whether it's wealth, whether it's abundance, whether it's helping children in Peru, in orphanages, whether it is creating organic gardens all over the world, or creating organic, healthy restaurants all over the world, whatever it is that you came here to do, you've got to have the clarity about it. And the more you are in alignment with that desire, knowing it comes from your heart, not conditioned one, the better. So the first exercise I want you to do to create that crystal clear clarity for yourself and your purpose work is to learn if the desire that you have, is it true desire that comes from your heart, from your soul, or the desire you have is a conditioned by your environment desire. Okay, I'm going to give you I'm going to give you, wanna come here, Booba? Oh, yes. Oh, little baby Booba wants to come. Oh, little Booba. Oh, we're going for a haircut, right? We're gonna go for a haircut. So, an example of conditioned, and for everyone that's gonna look entirely different. An example of conditioned desire is something you're not truly desire, but you are made to desire. Okay, so my example would be marry a man in around age of 20, bring children, and put your desires and your needs on the side, and bring the children up and be faithful to your husband. That was not my desire. The conditioned desire is to be attracted to this type of a man. That was not also my real desire. Be attracted to this type of a lifestyle in the building, in the flat, on the 4th floor. That was not my desire. That was my original desire. As close to the nature as it possible, fully and entirely exposed as much as is possible. Not exactly maybe tent life. That's definitely not for me. I'm absolutely anti-tent for many different, my own personal reasons, but freedom lifestyle in nature. So this is what I've been creating in the last few years, and it happened 3 years ago when I decided to go all in. So when I started uncovering more and more who am I started gaining crystal clear clarity, what is my real desire. Okay, your real desire could be, for example, I know that there is a child or 2 children that want to come through my body into this world, and my biggest soul mission is to bring 2 conscious beings in this world and teach them a whole another level of consciousness by being the example of who and what I am being, who I perceive life. Because children don't learn from what you say to them to be. They learn from how you are being, the way you are responding to men, women, past relationships, how you're behaving in that divorce. Children take that on themselves, the frequency and behaviors and patterns, not you telling them that they should do something entirely opposite, right? It's like, I remember in 80s, 90s, the parents were saying to their children, don't smoke cigarettes, it's bad for you, while they're still smoking a cigarette. And what is the child doing after they grow up? They get out of home. And I'm talking about my example. I never smoked when I was in my mom's home, but after I moved out, I couldn't bear the stress of being an adult at the age of 18, at the age of 19, when I started working for myself, and at the same time I was trying to do study, and it wasn't working because when I was studying on the weekends, I couldn't make money to pay this off and buy my food. And it just wasn't working. And the stress of it, oh, what do I want? Oh my God, I want a cigarette. Why? Because I was exposed to cigarette smoking for so long, and saying don't do it didn't work. My body coded entirely different message. When you smoke, you relax. Okay, so that's what happened in my case, and that's what happens in every child's case. It soaks up the frequency. So if your purpose work, if your soul mission, for example, is to bring those two conscious beings, you will be crystal clear on how to bring them and what kind of example you are 24/7. There is not going to be a justification enough. Okay, our neighbors are idiots and assholes. Don't you mind them? Go and do your way. No, you're going to show them an entirely different example of compassion, not over compassion that excuses them from up-leveling, but compassion without labeling them in any shape and form, and shifting your and children attention back to our hearts and forgiveness and releasing and moving on into passion-driven activity, into gratitude-driven way of thinking and being, into love within our family home, and how we can expand that on our community. That's how you will be bringing your children. Obviously, I'm not here to tell you to do exactly this way or that way, but your heart will tell you. Maybe your purpose work is to actually create a flower shop and bring people's moods up with the combination of flowers that you are creating, because you feel in your heart that's what you came here to do. This is your chapter of your journey. Can you make this as the highest possible activity in a whole wide world anyone can do? Because it is your job to do so. The same as bringing up those children in the highest possible consciousness. Again, that has nothing to do with perfection and everything to do with constant, consistent, loving progress. And if you are supporting the world and other people, the number one question is, are you allowing yourself to receive in-depth support? Are you actually open to receive the support, love, and guidance that every single one of us requires? Since the moment I started changing my life over 9 years ago, I always have support. I always have actually a village of people for different purposes. I have business coaches, I have business mentors, I have spiritual mentor. I have a person that so dearly and knows every single my character defect. She knows all of my demons. She knows all of my dark side, and she supports me in shining a light on it so I can clearly operate from a light as much as that's possible, which it doesn't make me perfect. It doesn't make me an angel, although we're all angels on one level or another. But she supports me in consistently doing this work, and I'm doing this work. And if something big that has to be exposed in front of another person because the ego is so strong, this is going to be happening, and it is happening. And I couldn't be any more grateful for that. And also, I am that person for other people. There is a multiple amount of people that can reach me any time of the night or day, and I'm going to back for them with support as much as is possible. And they're going to receive my love if they are all about taking action and overcoming where they are. Oh my goodness, I am your best friend. I am your supporter. And I am going to show you also and share with you how I did it, that it worked. That it works if you are willing to do the work. But if you are not, then I'm not the person for you. That there is nothing here. I feel compassion towards you and nothing else. But I will not feel over compassion, because that excuses people from leveling up. And we all can overcome everything. There is a woman called Yeomi. Oh my goodness, what was her name? I'm gonna find this right now, guys, because it is so beautiful. Yeomi Park. Yeonmi Park. Okay, Yeonmi Park, Voice of North Korea by Yeonmi Park. I'm going to urge you to go and watch an interview with her. Now, massive trigger, trauma, creation alert. This is going to be so shocking that it will shock 99% of people to the core for days or weeks. Okay, so be careful. If you are at the stage right now of healing and releasing your trauma, you're on a very soft and open space. Don't watch it. Wait until you will gain some more strength. But that woman, after going through an absolute horror and nightmare life since she was born, and then all the challenges to set themselves free, and years of sexual abuse and many different things, she then leads that interview holding herself with an absolute grace, knowing she's a voice for North Korea, and her job is to share that journey of being abused, and her job is to share that. And at the end, the guy says, like, man, like, how are you still like walking alive? How are you like a human? How are you like a human after that? And she talks about over compassion, how feeling over compassion. Amazing story. I'm so glad you watched it. Over compassion excuses people from leveling up, healing, and stepping into their power. So the worst thing I can ever do for you is to feel an over compassion for you and excuse you from leveling up to the level of grace and magnificence that you were born into and you carry within, and it is always available to you 24/7 if you choose it. Okay, another part of creating crystal clear clarity. Another example, crystal clear clarity. I know that spiritual community, for example, that's a big part of my journey. Spiritual community argues for the limitations about money. We are born into absolutely abundance world. Spirituality, in my understanding, is everything. It's wholeness. It's absolutely everything. It's human experience, animal experience, sexual experience, spirit experience, meditation experience, being like a Zen monk in your meditations experience, being an active child when you're dancing like a crazy person experience, when you're making passionate love with the love of your life, being as sexually expressed as your heart and vagina or anything else desires. Holy shit! Oh my God, did I just said this? And we are here to experience it all. For you might be different, use discernment, but I do believe that as a spiritual being, you came to experience more. How can you truly impact world when you are in survival because you cannot pay your bills? And you can't afford Wi-Fi, and you can't afford a sandwich and organic food, and you poison yourself with the veggies sprayed with thousands and thousands of pesticides here in US, okay, or some other countries. Like, come on, wake up. I know it is my part of my journey to bring wealth as a natural part of ascension into this world. Instead of arguing for the limitations, money is bad. Come on, church created money to keep you as a slave so you don't get rich and they stay rich. Church created God that you have to connect with through the church because you yourself don't have an access. You are God united. You are the divine within yourself. You and God are one, yet God is greater than you. You are an expression of God, loving, nurturing God. And you can have your own ideas about it. I don't mind. I have mine. Don't tell me to change them. Don't tell me I am wrong, because I'm not here for arguing about silly things. We all talk about the same thing using different words and expressions. So dive deeper into clarity. Who are you? Shift your attention away from the outside, what they're doing, what they're not doing, and go all inwards. What the heck did I came here to do? And you feel right now the only thing you want to do is ride horses. You're working 9 to 5. You don't have a pleasure from doing that. You know you're not that forever. That's just an example. All you want to do is to be around animals and horses. Well, my beautiful friend, your number one job is to make a vow with yourself. I am in this work just for now being. While every single day I'm applying for different jobs, or every single free minute I have in weekend, I'm creating the life that I want to be in 24/7. Not only on the weekends, not only on the holidays, but Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And now you are spending that time doing that, and simultaneously you interwoven at least one horse riding session throughout the week. You put on the side expensive chocolates, you put on the side buying another clothing. What you have on you is enough for the next 3 years. Trust me. And you go and you spend time with horses, or you are volunteering in a stable so you get to be there for free while you are building the life beyond your wildest dreams. I know it's comfortable to sit on the couch and watch that show, Love Island. I know it is comfortable to watch the next Big Brother. I know it's comfortable to watch Idol or America Got Talent. I know it is. But in your comfort zone is not your purpose work. Your purpose work is you 24/7 expressing yourself in your highest potential from your soul calling, not conditioned calling. Go and work 9 to 5, go and buy a flat, get yourself a mortgage. You don't actually own anything until you're 77. You're finishing work at the age of 75 and a half, and you don't have an energy to even enjoy that fake freedom and illusion because your body is so worn out through pesticides and antibiotics and other stuff. That's my perception. You can have an entirely different one. Choose the one that is empowering to you. There's nothing wrong with 9 to 5. There is nothing wrong with waiting for your retirement. There is nothing wrong with eating pesticides. If not this life, then there is another. But you are not here because you are choosing normal. You are not here because you came here to work in a place that you don't want to be in. And if you have 9 to 5 that you absolutely love and adore, amazing, congratulations. What is your purpose work over there inside of it? Not just through the work, but the frequency you're spreading in your environment over there. Because there is a big chance you are 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 10,000 that it's walking right now in this higher consciousness frequency in that building or that environment. Maybe it's online stuff. And it is your job to spray that light so bright and so high that it blinds everyone. So they get to close their eyes, look within and see, oh wow, I also love what I'm doing. Let me feel a little bit more grateful instead of complaining at my coworker. This is the stuff I did in my 9 to 5 in the last year. I didn't want it to be there, but I learned that the more I resist being there, the more I push away my real dream, future freedom lifestyle. So I decided to be fully entirely in love with it. Just go madly and deeply in love with it. To the point that I became everyone's best friend. And before that, trust me, I wasn't. The Eliza that you see right now is not the same Eliza that it was 5, 7, and 10 years ago. Oh, no. Fear-driven, pain-driven, wound-driven, anxiety-driven, depression-driven, addiction-driven Eliza. That's the Eliza that it was then. Did I have the best intentions? You bet I did. Was I able to express them fully and entirely? Nah. Sometimes. Was I all bad? No, not at all. Was I in suffering? Yep. Did I bring that suffering into that environment? Yep. Did I was trying to run away from everyone and everything and labeled everything in a negative way? A lot. Am I the same person? No. Are there traces of that person and those character defects still with me? You bet 100%. Do they drive me unconsciously 24/7 like they did in the past? No F way. Why? Because I did so much work around it. Because there is so much daily internal digging and looking at my shadow. No guilt, no shame, no condemnation, just looking, oh my God. I charge other people for how I think I feel. How fucking unfair is that to other people? I blame and shame others and make them less than me so I feel in a secret internally better than them. Oh wow, that's a really stinky low self-esteem. And I had to learn these things about myself and dig in and swallow my own pride. And die another ego death, die another ego death, die another ego death. This is definitely not for the faint of the heart. That is the highest path. And if you are here, and if you're watching this till that moment, you are called. And you know that. You are called to level up because there is a big mission that you are stepping into or you have stepped into already. And it is time to level up into another level. So create that crystal clear clarity on what is it that you're doing? How is that impacting work? What is your this today step to take and grow in it? What is the next step that you need to take tomorrow and grow in it? How can you allow yourself to open up more to the receivership and making sure your actions are taken from courage, from boldness? Set your soul on fire. You don't wait for your mission to be revealed to you by someone. You are uncovering what is your soul mission. You set your soul on fire. You don't wait the mission to set you on fire. You set your soul on fire. You choose how big you move. And you can wait another 25 years if you want. How old are you by now? Sure you're gonna be here tomorrow? Are you sure that tomorrow is promised? For me, it isn't. So I better make sure that today I live to the fullest and I bring as much as it is possible. Yesterday I sat on TikTok and I created 7 videos in a row. Right away I posted them. Video boom. Have fun. Video boom. Video boom. Video boom. Video boom. Why? Because I came here for more joy. Where did I spend most of my time in the first 7 years of my life? In depression. You bet I did my homework. You bet I did my homework to see how depression works its way through me, where and how I have a hidden pleasure from being and staying in depression. Because if you have something, anything in your life, doesn't matter how bad it is, if it stays in your life, you have a other side of it and a hidden pleasure. Ta-da! And that's a news that is difficult to swallow for many people. And that's okay. It was difficult for me. I cried a lot. And simultaneously, I allowed myself to receive lots of love and nurturing. Hello, hello, hello! Where are you watching this from? Let me know in the comments. Where are you exactly in the world? How awesome is to have you here, everyone. Amazing story. Yes, hi. Yes, yes, yes. To assist in changing people's way of being. Yes, exactly. Up-leveling the whole planet. Absolutely phenomenal. So create that crystal clear clarity for yourself. Go and journal about it. Discover. Do many different things that help you see, oh, this is so joyful. Oh my God, I could spend there all day and time is just gone in a split of a second. Oh my goodness, I really would love to work with children. My God, get yourself over there. Get some certificate that you are a safe person to have children with next to you. Get yourself in the best environment around someone who is around children and just go and do it. Don't wait for anyone in your environment to make a move and then you're inspired, because you will wait forever. And that's why you also, I'm in Poland. Awesome. Exactly. Where exactly in Poland, Rafał? Where exactly in Poland, Rafał? Let me know which part exactly. I am from Bartoszyce, which is northeast, just like 10-15 kilometers from Kaliningrad, which is a small piece of Russia. Small piece of Russia just on the north of Poland. And there is a little bit north from Bartoszyce, it is a little village called Rodnowo. And behind that little village, there is my late grandparents, like a farm and beautiful nature spot in the middle of nowhere with just few neighbors. And this is the place that was like a heaven for me when I was growing up, and it's still now. Let me know where exactly from Poland you are. Let me know, Rafa. I need to know. And also I lived for quite a few years in Olsztyn, and I lived in Gdańsk and near Gdańsk area. The last place I lived in before I moved to Scotland when I was 23 was Gdańsk, and oh my goodness, that's a whole different vibe. Okay, my loves, so another thing I want to share with you to create that crystal clear clarity around your purpose word. Grand Rising, hello. We are on the same time zone right now, Terry, because LA right now is on the same time zone as Arizona. Like Florida moved the time, everyone else, but Arizona didn't. I live near Gdańsk. Oh my God, where exactly? Let me know. Pruszcz, Gdański, and areas. This is where I was also. This is so amazing. Kraków. Yes. I was in Kraków when I was 12. And I did for like a whole massive experience. Kraków, around Kraków Ojców. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. These gardens next to that palace, not a castle, palace. And the Góra, that mountain, Machuga, and the caves. Oh my goodness. And obviously Auschwitz-Birkenau. That's what I saw there also. And I also was in Zakopane, and I saw that mountain and that ride. Oh, it was amazing. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Tell me exactly where near Gdańsk. By the way, this is a place I'm looking into if I would like to go in the future and stay there for a few months. Like north west next to the sea, like far away from big towns, and then just make a ride to the big towns here and there. A little too fast for me. Hi, my dad is here. Everyone say hello in the chat to my dad. Say hello, Wiesław. Hello, Mr. Mozal. A little bit too fast for me. That's okay. That's okay. You can always slow down when you're watching the repeat because there is that option. Hello, hello, hello. Everyone is saying hello. Tata. Everyone is saying hello. We have Polish people here. Alexandra and Rafał. And we have Terry from California. She's phenomenal. She's a queen. Okay, so another thing to create that crystal clear clarity for your specific purpose work is to allow yourself create a daily routine where you turn off all of the noise. Oh, and that might be Andrea is just moving the trailer far too much. And this is where you get to create this beautiful void practice. A good example is doing a nervous system regulation deep breath work when you release the temporary or old permanent resistance from your body through the power of your breath while you are lying flat on a yoga mat or just wooden floor. And then you're diving into deep meditation, for example, like Dr. Joe Dispenza, where you become nothing, no one, nor in no time. And Dr. Joe Dispenza mastered this aspect. It's actually taken from yogis, not Kundalini yoga, different type of yoga. Sorry? Kriya yoga with the breath moving and moving into nothingness and the space. And this is where you are creating an open focus. So when you focus not on an item, right? This is a lip gloss. You don't focus on an item, you focus on the space in between you and that item. Or you focus on the space that item and you occupy in the whole space. So when you create an open focus, you dive into a alpha brainwave states that help you restore the healthy balance of your hormones within your body and also restores your nervous system. When your nervous system is restored, your self-healing systems are on, like a lights on a Christmas tree. The nervous system is on, all of a sudden you're self-healing, you relax, you can stay focused, or you can just go into an ease. And this is the space in that alpha brainwave state. In that meditation, you can dive into and just surrender deeper with each breath and open up to the knowing that comes from your heart, from your soul, from your higher power, or whichever way you're calling it. Okay. Family house in Govidlino, close to nature by the lake. Oh, that's so beautiful. But I am in Gdańsk almost every day. Oh my God, Alexandra, say hello to the Gdańsk land from me. Oh my goodness, have the best day ever in Gdańsk if you're going there today or tomorrow. Yes, I do speak Polish, Rafał, but I don't speak that well talking about that stuff. So I moved out when I was 23 and everything I learn that I'm talking about is in English and I think in English. So I wouldn't be actually even able to fluently talk to you because I don't have Polish words for it. So the level of consciousness I have had in Poland, I don't words to use to consciousness, świadomość. But there's so many things that I don't know how to use, which the words. And when I talk to my dad or someone from Poland, it's like, what is the word for that? I have to Google it. I have to check it because I'm thinking in English and I've not been speaking like every day or often in Polish since then. And that's how it is for me. So everything I do here is English, and that invites other people like you, other people from Poland to also learn English because that creates more possibilities for you. There was someone beautiful that asked me from Poland, actually my cousin asked me, Eliza, can you translate it all into Polish? And I said, no, my love, because I care about you and I want you to learn English. That will give you more possibilities in a whole wide world. And I said, no, I would hurt you if I would be translating that into English. So I hope you get that, my perception, and if don't, then there is nothing I can do about it and I'm gonna just respect that. But if you get where I'm coming from and how expanded and futuristic is my thinking and how I operate from, then we got it. Yeah, it's hard to talk in Polish if you use the languages interchangeably. I have the same problem. And you see, Alexandra, some people, they can switch, they can translate. I cannot. I am a one language at a time, one person at a time. I have this type of brain, but I have this brain after my dad, after my tata. I have this brain after my tata because He spoke so many languages. Dad, tell everyone in comments which languages you speak. German, Polish, English, I think it is also Spanish, Italian. I'm not sure if you started Portuguese. My dad is so many languages. And if Russian something right now, he's gonna say something. That's it. He's just a brain genius. So I have some really good things that I take over from my dad. And there is this brain to learn really. I learned English in 6 months, and then I just grew and expanded on it. So sometimes it's better to express yourself in English. Yep, Polish, English, and little German and Korean. Amazing Korean! Woohoo! That's phenomenal. German also. So when I went to Germany many years ago, 10 years ago, I went to Germany, and I learned Germany when I was in primary school, which I didn't have it for many years. And when I was there, I understood 90% of it. So that was amazing. I could understood. Good thing you inherited it from your dad. Yes, it is. Okay, loves, we're going to finish with that. I love this community. I love this connection. And I'm going to ask every single one of you, after I will post this video, wait 5 minutes. I will bring into the comment section, not comment section, but into the description under this video, a link that I want you to sign up for. I want you to sign up for Soul Mission Movement email list. So every time I'm going live, you will be notified and you will receive email. We are live, or we are live tomorrow in 24 hours. Come into the Zoom meeting and bring your questions so I can support you in this way. So you can stay on the top of it and you can simultaneously grow and expand in your impact, in your income, and in your joy through your purpose work. I speak 6 languages. Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. Andrea, how many languages do you speak? Uno. Oh my goodness. It's good. And it's good. Andrea is genius in many different things. And this is what we love about our relationship so much, because I'm a genius in the things Andrea is not genius at all. And Andrea is a genius about the things I'm like, it doesn't work. What's going on? Okay, loves. So I'm going to finish with that. Sign up for that email list. And I want you to also start. There is something that I'm bringing in, and it happens very soon. So within a week and a half, I am hosting the most powerful free masterclass experience called Miracle Maker Masterclass. This is the biggest frequency masterclass I have ever created. This is where I'm going to talk you through, guide you, and teach you how you can start creating miracles in your life. Yes, you heard me right, miracles. We're talking about healings beyond medicine. We're talking about you creating such a miracle opportunities for yourself and your life and your future and your family, your loved ones, that you never thought that they were existing. I'm going to share with you examples from my own life just in the last 5 years, and the things I have created, manifested, and built that they blow my mind till now on. And I'm talking crazy stuff you maybe never heard before, or you heard somewhere it's like, it's impossible, it's BS. I'm going to bring this to you on a golden platter because I care about this community, because I want you to level up the second you desire. This is it. This is it. This is my time to step into that. I speak 3 languages in 3 voices. This is amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I love you. I adore you. I appreciate you. And another one thing, share this video in your stories on Instagram or Facebook or both. Tag me at Eliza.Mozal and share with me that you tagged me and posted it. And I'm going to put your name into a pile. The number 1 person who posted the most of time, shared the most time, is going to win 45-minute one-on-one energy mentoring session with myself, which might blow your mind and change a lot for you. There is so much that can happen in one session, and I am making that happen together with you. Another person is going to win a 15-minute one-on-one session with me, and you will be shocked how much can happen in a specific, intentional, just 15 minutes. So be sure you are sharing this video or any other soul mission movement video from YouTube into Instagram or Facebook or both. Tag my name in it so I can see it, and send me private message on Instagram each time you do it, and I'm gonna put your name to the pile so the person with most shares gets that session with me planned probably within the next few days, whenever we will do that. And then the second person can get that 15 minutes. I'm so excited. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you so much love. I've got to hop on another call. Oh my goodness, how do I close this? Oh, have a beautiful day and see you soon. Let me know in comments what hit at your heart the most. Maybe it's energy, maybe you heard something, maybe it is just go and do it.